Hello, hello. This is Unicycle HQ. You know, the saddest thing I'm finding here is it's now starting to affect time with my son. I would much rather be looking after my son, giving him my full attention. I feel like I'm being dragged through all this protocol, all this paperwork. I want to do the right thing and I want to follow the letter of the law. But when that's an impossibility, it's so difficult. So I went back to the mighty Perryvale yesterday, and I have to say, every officer behind the desks I've spoken with has just been so kind, so respectful. They can't, I think it's difficult to say, but they imply that it doesn't seem like a just situation to be in. Even the document they've given me, which says if the registered keeper cannot produce a full V5C, we require a second document showing proof of name and address. So even on their own document that lists how you get the vehicle out of the pound, they say that you don't actually need to produce a V5C. The other concerning thing, yesterday when I went, they say it's been referred now back to the City of London Police to be addressed as to whether the seizure in the first place was a legal seizure. Now, I'm not disputing that. It was wrong. I was riding a unicycle on a road. How is that a good idea? I cannot defend that position at all. But what I can't stand is the thought that my property is going to be destroyed. Now, yesterday it was mentioned that the pound would put a freeze on further damage to my vehicle, but I don't know. As in, they're going to freeze, the destruction of the unicycle. I don't know whether to trust that or not. I'm going to stick with my initial deadline, which is a week on Friday at 6 p.m. because that then follows their 14-day seizure protocol, because I know that it was delivered last Friday. So I don't know whether they're just trying to dig their heels in, like fill me with legal paperwork and then just go, oh, sorry, too late. It's gone. We've destroyed it. Do they destroy it? Or does something else happen to them? Do they sell the parts? Do they sell them on somewhere else? Why would they destroy a perfectly good vehicle that can legally be owned in the UK? Anyway, I'm in two minds about going back to Perryvale later this afternoon. The officer yesterday said, don't bother. There's no point. And to be honest, that makes me want to go even more. So I don't know. Sorry, folks, if this is getting boring. I'm just being drowned in legal paperwork here. Yeah, I maintain my position. According to Santander Chowdhury, I've presented what is required of me. I've evidenced the vehicle is mine. I've produced a valid certificate of insurance, and I have produced proof of address and my driving licence. I'm following the release procedures, and the vehicle is not being released. A bit of an impasse. Any ideas thoughtfully received? Kind regards, thank you.